Welcome to Dubes Booze Reviews. This week we're looking at 2 Bar Spirits Wine Barrel Finished Straight Bourbon. So I've been getting a lot of opportunities to work with 2 Bar recently, helping bottle for them, learn their process, and try their different bourbons. It's been a lot of fun. So I've now done their straight bourbon, which I've got a link for up there. I've done their Amaretto barrel finished bourbon. I also have a link for that up there. This is their wine barrel finished bourbon. And then I will be doing a review on their bottled and bond bourbon pretty soon. And when that's up, I will have a link for that also up there. So one of the cool things about being able to work with distilleries is they can talk to you about the little nuances. They take their straight bourbon, which has been aged for 3 years in American fresh white oak barrels, and then they throw it into X wine barrels and then age it for 3 to 4 months. When they get an order for a shipment, that's when they actually do the bottling. They don't bottle it beforehand to have stock on hand to sell to distributors or things like that. They get ready and bottle it right there. So then it has more barrel time, which I think is really cool. This particular batch got a lot more time in the wine barrel, and that's gonna give it some really interesting depth of character. But it's gonna have similar flavors to all the batches that you would buy. Let's give it a try. I'm really excited to try this one. Wow, that is really smooth on the nose. There's like no alcohol kick to it. It's got, you definitely notice the wine barrel. There's a lot of cherry and chocolate and raisin and a little jammy almost, but it's not super sweet. So on the nose, you don't notice the 45% at all. The palate, you can get that it's 45%, but it does feel like the barrel is almost pushing the burn down. So you can still tell that it's 45%, but it's not like, wow, that's so nice. So it's got a mix of like cherry, plum, caramel, chocolate. You get the bourbon flavor, but it's got a lot of cherry notes in there. I would say, like, as far as flavor goes, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Angel's Envy. Just like, because they use port casks, you get a little bit of that like cherry flavor and berries and stuff along with that caramel chocolatey bourbon flavor. On the finish, you get really dark chocolate, like raspberry dark chocolate. That's really good. A good cocktail for this one. That's a hard one because it almost already tastes like a Manhattan in a glass. But an old fashioned, I think, would be a great cocktail. I think that the simple syrup, or if you want to do maple syrup, they would kind of cater to the caramel notes in this. And then the bitters would add more complexity, and if you threw a little orange zest over top, that would add kind of this bright citrusy note to go with all of those like cherry raspberry flavors. A good price point that you can get the wine barrel finished straight bourbon by 2 Bar for. If you could get a bottle for under 50 bucks, I think you're looking at a good deal for it. I really like what they did here, especially with the extra barrel time that it got. It's quite nice. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, share this video around, and I'll see you guys in the next one in a new location. Peace.